Yes, I am. Yes, I am okay. So, there is a very, 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 very valid reason why I will never drop the noob out of my handle, because I will always do something. What the hell happened here? Because I will always do something which noobs do. It's alive. It's very much alive. Let me know if the video's okay and everything's okay, and I'll explain exactly what I did. I'm so happy now. It wasn't the printer. It was me. Sorry, Sven. It lives. So, what did I do? As always, once the live stream went off, I wouldn't be able to go to bed unless I tinker with it a bit and see what happened. And what happened was that there actually is a voltage switch. It's buried and hidden, but it is there. And that pop was the fuse. That actually was the fuse. So, it works. Nita, you're back! Something more to pick on me. Hey, Caleb. Bit of strobing on the webcam. Let me fix the strobing on the webcam. That is because of... Whoop. There. No more strobing on the webcam. And actually, let's do this. So, how did I get it to work? It actually has a voltage switch. This does not say it. So, first strike. Had to take the back panel off again, the bottom panel. The voltage switch is hidden away. I was about to start taking out the PSU, but it was hidden away, but I found it. And I switched it on. I put a normal 5 amp switch and it works. I'm sure you will, Nita. Hey, Bird and Rock. Okay, so it's alive. And we're going to start playing with it. Yay! I'm so happy now. So, what do we do first? Home. So, tools. System. No, I don't want the calibration. Let me do the calibration once again very quickly. And then we'll open the manual again, okay? I promise. We'll go through the manual. Sorry, I got excited. Perfect. Right. Let's open the manual. What I'm going to do now is... many times, Ryan. Many times. I only was offline for 30 seconds, but it's amazing how many words you can fit in those 30 seconds. No, Mrs. Noob is in bed, man. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. Yep, there was a hidden 110, 220 volt switch. But we're not going to talk about that anymore. We're just going to pretend that it worked from the get-go. Which is a shame because I don't see it being mentioned absolutely anywhere. So, I'll let that pass. I'll let that fly. And we'll just take care of this in the meantime. That is a very good point, Sven. So, we're going to install this, which is spool holder. There is a lot of lag. Oh, okay. It's telling me the health is good. It's not even telling me that at any point it's maybe okay. It's literally telling me it's a good stream. Alright, demons, appreciate it. I'm sorry, guys, but it's giving me a very good health on the stream. Yes, it's working. Yeah. Wow, Nita, you're actually, you know, you're actually being nice to me. Let's install the spool holder. I have to say that the fan on this thing is it's quite noisy. Sounds like a jet engine. But if it prints well, it's a very small sacrifice. Hey, Mike. It's alive, Mike. It's alive. So, let me install this quickly. Okay, that is it. This should no, Mike, actually I found a hidden 110, 220 volt switch, unfortunately. I have absolutely nothing else opened. And I have a good health stream. It hasn't even updated to tell me that it possibly is laggy. Which is an absolute shame. So, this is actually a massive spool. I'm actually quite happy with the cutters because I didn't have a decent pair of cutters. No, this actually feels like a kilo. It's just chubby. working. So that goes there. And that closes up. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Shall we? Right. Install the material. No, nothing wrong with Chubby. Nothing wrong with Chubby. Okay. Dismantle the model. Click XYZ coordinate area on the display panel. Enter the manual control. Click on the... So, install the material shelf. We have done. Then we are going to click on Home to return. That's all it does. Click on the hotbed pattern to bed preheat interface. What? Click Home to return. Then click on the hotbed pattern to bed preheat interface. Actually, let's do this. PLA. So, I'm setting it at... Let me see if I can get you guys to see this. There. No. There. Yes, Mega Making, it's alive. It's alive. So, PLA. Or cold extrude. Okay, so okay, you have to switch it on. So that is on, and it's heating. Neat. Nita. Yes, Firing Phoenix. If you want to know about most cheap 3D printers, Angus just uploaded a video which pretty much covers all of them. I don't know, to be honest. It does let you choose the temperature, though. You can put in your custom temperature requirement, so it doesn't have to be the preset ones. Okay. It's heating. It's funny actually because this thing is really well built. I mean, it is really solidly built. However, see that? It's a 3D printed fan duct. Which is kind of funny. Right, so slightly overjumped the 185 degree, but probably needs a bit of PID tuning. About to miss it. So, click the slider. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw in some filament. Oh, this is awesome. Well, we have some kind of extrusion. It even took 10 amps and it's still kicking. Yes. Yes. So, okay, so now that is preheating. So we're gonna go to home and it actually is extruding. I'm just pushing the bit of filament out just to clear up, because there's still the silver that was used for the sample print. It's actually quite responsive, I have to say. It's quite a responsive touch screen. Let me just make sure this is pulling out. Yep. It's a ball screw, Ryan. It's actually a 16mm ball screw. I'm really sorry, Nita. I really, really am. There is absolutely nothing else running. Let me try and restart. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hopefully that helps. I hope. Because you guys are dropping like flies. Okay, so this is extruding. Still a bit gray. Okay, now the way it's coming out. Hey, Gavin. It's okay, Ryan. I think there must be some kind of problem with YouTube or possibly US servers, because I'm getting really good health here. So I really don't know why it's breaking down. But we'll go on with that. So that's done. Install the material. We've done that. We've extruded. Manual calibration. This step can be skipped. No, it can't. Click XYZ coordinate area on the display panel. Enter the manual control. So I'm going to go back to home. Okay, so click XYZ corners on the area panel on display. Click on the Z-axis reset icon. It doesn't say which is the Z-axis reset icon. So let's try. Okay. The hotbed will rose to the maximum height. Click on the red X icon. The motors will be locked. Okay. Adjusting the overhang. Wow. This English could be a bit better. Adjust the overall height of the printing platform. So there are two ways to adjust the bed. It feels a bit comfortable over there. So there is kind of like a screw which you adjust. Maybe I can show you guys. There. There is a screw over here, which is connected to an end stop switch. Is the print bed a solid, thick print bed? How thick is it? It actually is a very thick piece of aluminum. I'd say it's about 10 millimeters. It's a solid piece of aluminum with the heating element underneath. So, observe the printing nozzle. If the printing nozzle and printing platform distance is greater than 0.5 millimeter, which it is. So, let's do this. I'm just gonna check the right. I'm just gonna do a bit of bed calibration, Joe style. So let's just go back. How did you get it working, Mikael? I found a hidden voltage switch. So that is there. Just checking. Okay. Hey Nita. Also the Blue Wrench means he has 20 amp fuses. He has 21 amp fuses. Right. Wow. Okay. Almost there. This is going to require a bit of live manual Z adjustment from my end. So, there you go. Okay. That is, well, almost leveled. Hi Max. Hi Max. Is that max times 2, max squared? Right. Okay. Fine-tuning the print platform, we've done that. Printing the test file. I'm so excited, we've got test file. SD ready. So we have a Ma G-code, a Dengzi G-code, and a 2 G-code. Let's go with Ma. Let's see what happens. I'm so happy we get to print. So, this costs $849 from Amazon. fortunately, I can actually copy the links from the other stream that we did. Give me a second so you guys can check it out. Stay there. Let me just do this very quickly. Ooh. Humming. Tweezers, tweezers. Wow. Needed a bit of live Z adjustment, but it's printing. So, hold on, let me just do this very quickly. Updated the description on the channel, on the video. It's actually not bad. Not bad at all. So, how many 3D printers do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and one is still in a box. So, I designed a fidget spinner. Could you print it? Absolutely. I'd be happy to. Send me a link on my email, 3dmakernoob@gmail.com. Send me the link and I'll definitely print it. So, I updated the link. This is $849. And it's, so far, the most overbuilt printer I've ever seen. I still have to open the Trinus, but I wonder what it's printing. This is going to take forever. So there is a bit of a, hold on, don't mind what I'm doing. Try this again. Hold on. How do you stop this? Ooh, I can pause it. Oh, I like the way it pauses. I really like the way it pauses. So I'm just going to take this off because it was the beginning of the extrusion. It was wasn't fully adjusted. So we'll try it again. So let's see. What did I miss? And here I thought you were going to say absolutely fantastic. Yeah, my absolutely. I don't say it on purpose. I really don't say absolutely on purpose. It just happens. I don't script anything. There it is. This is going to be a really big print. So I need to slightly adjust. Yeah, okay. So I need to slightly adjust the end stop switch because I cannot raise slightly the bed any higher because there's no more tension on the screw. So I'm going to have to overcompensate that with the height adjustment here. So we'll do somehow. Let me try. There you go. That should help a lot. That should help quite a lot. So I'm going to home. Much better. Still a bit more. Sorry guys, I'm not talking, I'm just setting the bed, I'm just concentrating a bit. So, what did I miss? I believe the only decent printer close to that price is one of Priceman Select. Possibly. Would you review my spinner? Do you like memes? It's gotta be a very, very special spinner for it to be reviewed. I've never heard anyone say it is good. Dare I say, you say it absolutely fantastic. Absolutely awesome. Let's have something closed. Right. Hey. Okay. Let's home this again. I'm just gonna turn it around just a teeny bit so I can. There you go. Now we're talking. D-bot. I have no idea what D-bot is. I didn't grab a power supply. I found a hidden switch. Come on. It is. So, it seems that I have to set the switch much tighter. I think during shipping This thing really went off the bed, completely off. So I really need to reset it because the screws are almost all out. Yep. Okay, so let's try that once again. No, I need to go further down. $450 doesn't need lots of upgrades. Are you ever going to do a giveaway? I've done many giveaways. I've done actually more giveaways than I thought I would be doing in 3 months. But yes, I will be doing more giveaways. I definitely will be doing more giveaways. Jesus. So. Wow. It's either really tight or really loose. So did do I want the 3D microcoins? Yeah. I have no idea what there is on the SD card. Who's the troll? What's the troll? What's happening? What did I miss? Send you a 3D printer. You have to earn it. Okay. Ooh. Yeah. This is so weird. Alright. No, not too appealing. However, it's the print quality that I'm really interested about. It doesn't have auto bed limiting. Which is a shame because it could do with it at that price, but let's see how we go before we dismiss it completely. Okay. I'm gonna try to print and we'll see how that goes. Let me see what's on the SD card. Right, Max. I think it's time for you to go, buddy. Sorry, I was becoming a bit too much. Right. So I really want to do a test print. I really want to do a test print. Let me, apologies, I actually turned this around. Yes, and to be completely honest, I'm gonna see what comes out of that as a first test print. Then we'll take it from there. I just want to see if it looks okay. Then I'll probably throw in something in Simplify 3D. How about when we just throw out Benchy? Let's just kill it with a Benchy. I'm fine doing a Benchy actually. I was gonna say, it is very solid. In terms of, oh come on, where are the tweezers? Oh, I think I got it right. It is quite solid. I mean, if you look at the lead screw, which comes with a ball screw. Actually, it comes with a massive ball screw, and the Z-axis lead screw is 16 millimeters in diameter, and then it has two 12 millimeter rods to assist that. So it's very well built. It might not have auto bed leveling, which is, honestly speaking, not a really big deal for me because I'll just use a raft. But that is really well built. I honestly don't know, to be honest. I have to check at the board. It looks like it. It looks like it has quite a few extra ports you can use. But I'll be looking into that. Unfortunately, I am still fairly green when it comes to knowing what boards are, whether they're clones or not. I'm still way too green with that stuff. To give you an idea, that ball screw, I built my own mini CNC machine in the garage, and I bought a lead screw that size. However, I think it was about 30 centimeters long with a ball screw, and it cost me about 60 euros just for that. So I can see where the price goes for this. It's very well built, it's solid, it's an aluminum frame, very, very good touchscreen, very sensitive touchscreen. Everything looks very decent on this machine, so it's looking good. Rafts. I actually have no problem with rafts. I know Jimmy doesn't like them, but I really don't have an issue with them. Once you find the settings for rafts, they're fine. So how about, now that we know that the settings are fine, shall we throw a Benchy? What do you guys think? Benchy? Maybe do you want to guys see it from up here? No, you can't. This is probably the way to go. I do kind of want to see a 3D print of Deadpool's but it figures, Nita, that you would. Mike, I used to think that until I found the right settings, and I found the right settings, and I have to say that it's becoming almost the norm for me to use Raft on any printer, because I can get it off very easily, and the first layer is almost flawless. No, it'll take too long to print the Deadpool or Venom. I think it is driven by a NEMA 17 motor. It's actually at the bottom. I didn't exactly check when I took the bottom plate off. So, do you have the settings for the Tronxy or Prusa? Depends what settings. I've uploaded on the previous video the file, the factory file for the Prusa on the Polyalchemy Elixir, and also for the Tronxy. Raft and Simplify 3D. Yes, actually, I use Raft and Simplify 3D. The reason why I started that was because it was throwing off the leveling I had done for the Micro Delta rework. So I started using a Raft because it's just much easier. Z-Wobble. There's no Z-Wobble. Nah, there's no Z-Wobble. I think it's just the camera, because I'm noticing that's looking very smooth and it's looking a bit jittery on the camera. So no, it's not. Maybe that helps. There's no Z-Wobble. It is the camera. So, sound. Let's test sound, shall we? It's about 1 meter away. It's about 55 decibels. It's 54.7, 55.1 decibels. So that makes it about 10 decibels quieter than the Prusa. No, the hot end is not an E3D V6. This is a proprietary hot end. It is also a patented one, which apparently means you will never get a clogged nozzle. Obviously, I want to test that out. Bye, Firing Phoenix. Thanks for dropping by. So, shall we load a simplified 3D profile? What do you guys think? Let's yeah, let's throw in a Benchy. I think we have to throw in a Benchy. It's gone so quiet all of a sudden. What happened? Where did everyone go? Nita, what happened? Why are you so quiet? I know what I want to do. I want to take the screen, the plastic film off the screen. Oh, this is so nice. No. Oh. The plastic goes under the screen. I hate that. Okay. Jimmy, you're back. Jimmy, we've had a whole conspiracy against you, man. We figured you work for FedEx and you're the one messing up with all my power supplies. Did it come with enclosed sides, or is that an option? No, this is exactly how it comes as is. As far as I know, it doesn't have an enclosure, but from what I can see, it's very, very easy actually to build one. Very easy. Clyde. Yes, because Jimmy's back. So we're talking about the conspiracy we had where Jimmy works for FedEx and he's making sure that every live stream I get with printers that come from FedEx are a bit, you know, touchy-feely. Turn this way. I wonder if it prints on the side. There you go. So you're gonna walk me through my build of the little monster when it arrives? You know what? I'd love to. I'd love to build one. I actually reached out to TiVo. I want a TiVo little monster. I actually asked them plain out, please send me one. I have a very, very, very massive love for Delta printers. I'm fascinated by them. Yes. No, Jimmy. It actually, while the manual and the instructions do say it's 110 to 220 volt power supply, it actually has a switch. And in order to get to the switch, you have to take the bottom of the printer off and find it because it's hidden and there's no sticker on it. Hey Robert. Yeah, it's my special powers. I fix my mistakes. Yes, everything is. It's not just the cable chains. Everything is really well built. It's plain. It's simple, but it's really, really well built. So, I mean, even the cable management inside, it's just, I love it. I absolutely love it. How's this coming? That's actually really nice. I have a feeling this is printing at like 100 microns. And I'm not going to stick around for 100 micron print. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new profile.
Configuration assistant, where are you? Select printer. I highly doubt there is an Enervision here, so we'll do a custom one. It is Enervision EV160. It's a Cartesian. We'll do riprap marlin, that's fine. Build volume 160, 160 by 160. Nozzle down 0.4, number of wicks run. This printer has a heat bed. Finish. Done. Joe, how does the Wi-Fi stuff work? Do you just like Sam Bashir to drop G-code files on it? Or I have absolutely no idea, to be honest. Download printing software. This is Cura. I don't want to use Cura. Create STL files. I know how to do that. Printing parts. Pausing power outages. If want to cut off the printer power, please press the power button again. You could do it at any time. It will not damage the printer and there is no need to operate any other steps. If you do it when the printer is making parts, it will not finish the current printing task. Note: after turning off the power switch, the system cooling fan and indicator light will continue to work for a few seconds. Daily preventive maintenance. 500 hours maintenance, 2000 hour maintenance, troubleshooting. So, I'm thinking that the Wi-Fi feature is actually something you can upgrade to easily, because there's no mentioning it in the manual. But I will be looking into that. So, those cables change looks nicer than the one I'm printing right now. They actually look very decent. They're very sturdy. Does it come in black? No, this is the only color that it comes in. How do you feel about rafts? I'm indifferent. I actually use them quite a lot, I have to say. And only because I managed to find the right settings in Simplified 3D for rafts. You need to up your slicer skills. Produce a variable layer rocks. I know. See? I know. But there is only one problem with slicer. It does not have what do you call them? Custom support, and that's something very important to me. Yes, I actually have a Raspberry Pi 3 right here, which I still need to install. Okay, so we have what do we have? What do we have? We have a simplified 3D profile. And I'm going to actually, you know what? Let me do this so you guys maybe you're interested in seeing what I'm going to do. Nope. There. I'll leave that there. So. Yep, that's exactly Mike. Simplified 3D, the custom support is just, especially for the kind of prints that I want to do. Any recommendations for a first slicer for my Prusa?
if you have a Prusa, if you have an actual Prusa, use the Prusa slicer version. It is really, really good. It's just the support, unfortunately, that is the custom support structures. But other than that, it prints really well. Alright, Z-Man, thank you very much. You're more than welcome, my friend. That server in the closer I was playing to local print. Cura is a very nice slicer. The latest Cura is actually quite good. It's alright, no worries. Use mesh mixer. I don't use mesh mixer that much. Sorry, I'm just gonna check exactly what's happening here. Something is not really printing that well here. So what I'm going to do, I don't know what's printing, to be honest. So what I'm going to do is I'm just gonna stop it. And I'm going to print a Benchy. So, let us do a Benchy. What do you guys think? Benchy? Benchy? Let me find the file. Three-D Benchy. Okay, what is that? How is that? So, we have a Benchy. Okay, we'll start off with a multiplier of 1. I usually go for 2.5 millimeters of retraction distance and nozzle wipe of, let's do 3 millimeters. It should be fine. A retraction speed, we can do 35. Things like it is Christmas. So, okay, top solid layers will be 4, 4, and 3. Inside out. First layer height is, I do 100%. Use a raft. 1.4, raft offset. 1 is enough. Raft infill. 20%, support no need, 50 and 190, cooling is at 100%. Okay. Let's go with 50 because I don't know what the printer is capable. I know it should be capable of 300 millimeters a second, but I'm quite sure it's a bit exaggerated, so I'm not going to go for that. Let's do that and that. So, yes, it seems America has a bit of issues with my stream today for some reason. You go across the pond, and you guys have issues with my stream. So, I'm going to prepare it to print. And hold on. So, this is one option I really, really like to remove, which is this. And that adjusts that speed. The reason why on Simplify 3D it shows blue, that reflects the speed. So now it's pretty much all the same speed on the outside, which is what I like to see. So, we'll save the Benchy,
You know what, actually, what I'm going to do is I want to have a quick look at the G code that there is already on it. I just want to see what it is. What is that? It's okay. Looks like a bench. Right. Let me grab that. And right. Okay, so we have the benchy saved. Okay, we're gonna try. Let's see. Come on. Ready. Now we're there. Benchy, go print. Heating bed. Oh yeah, we might want to take this off first, right? I have no idea what that was, but it looks very weird. Back in business. How did we fix it? I found a hidden switch. Yes, we're definitely getting stream via FedEx. I actually have a very healthy stream here. So it must be the border. Let's see. I can go away. I can have a bit of water. What button? What manual override? So that goes there. If you print at 88 millimeters an hour, your print will travel in time once finished. Your print will travel in time once finished. Hold on. 88 millimeters an hour. Let's see if just gonna do that. There. Joe, Back to the Future reference. Ah, okay, fair enough. sorry. Oh god, yes, sorry. I'm too tired. It's 3 o'clock in the morning here. It's 10 past 3 in the morning. It's a good idea for a filament extruder to recycle the failed print. Yes, that would be a great idea. We're printing a benchy. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try to give you guys a better view of the inside. Let me just zoom on that. Let me see if I can. So, let me adjust the brightness. Wow. Zoom. Tilt. Pan. Apply. Okay. So, would you guys rather see me, or would you like to see a bigger screen on the print? Or a bigger print on the screen? Yes, I do, but tomorrow's Saturday, so it's fine. I uploaded it via SD card. Awesome, Dig Chaos. I think that's the issue. I think it's probably YouTube servers, to be honest. That's because it's literally directly behind it. There you go. See, there's the spool on top, the white spool. What's the estimated time of the print? With 3D Benchy, it's usually about 45 minutes, to be honest. There are some devices you can buy that will turn your failed prints back into usable filament. They basically grind prints into fine powder and re-extrude into filament. That would actually be, for me, that would be a perfect buy, actually, because I do go through quite a lot of failed prints. Bigger printer camera and lower exposure to it. Okay, let's fix this. So, give me guys a minute. So I'll adjust the settings. So, it so does not want to. Let's try this. Ooh, oh yes. Alright. There you go. So. How's that? Yeah. So, Google Protocycler, for example. If you're interested in that, I definitely will, actually. So, let's see how this goes, shall we? There's no Z-wobble, it's the actual camera. Unfortunately, it's not. This mount is not very sturdy. So, let me try to do. Aha! Well done. It's actually hitting the other table, so let me just move the table slightly. There. Wow. Let me see if I can just. I'm trying to move the table. There. Just a little bit, just so it can flow freely on its own, so it doesn't affect this table. There. Wow. This table is not sturdy. And this thing seems like it has a lot of torque in it. It's printing well. So we'll see how that goes. Stream's a bit laggy. Right. You don't want crappy filaments. No, you definitely don't want. And the thing is, that's okay. Fair enough. You might have a machine that can possibly reuse your failed prints, but there's in good filament there's so much quality control to make sure that it's within tolerances that I don't think you can possibly get it with just machine. I don't know. I'm just saying. And Nita's back. Anyone want candy? I dropped mine up. Candy, anyone? I love my candy machine. Wait. It's my candy machine. Stream should be fine now. This is looking good. I'm actually excited. This is looking really good. Possibly, maybe I did, Nita. Maybe I did. It's printing very fast and it's printing quite accurately. I set it at 50 millimeters a second, but it seems like it's printing faster than 50. Yeah, and that's... I was just thinking earlier that I must realize every single time. That is the thing with live streams. It's unforgiving. If you do a mistake, you mess up, it's all on you. You did it live on air in front of everyone and it could backfire. If you unbox a printer that doesn't work, you know, it could really backfire. But it's 3D printers. I mean, at the end of the day, it shows how easy or how complicated a live build can be, what issues you might encounter, and also it keeps things interesting. Night, Sven. Thank you very much for stopping by, man. Yeah, I did on print. I managed to find a switch. Yeah, Ryan, if you want to go to bed, man, just go ahead. Don't worry about it. Yeah, but that's the whole point. This is the whole reason why I started this channel. Because everywhere I looked online, everything seemed complicated. There was no straightforward answer to anything I was looking for. And I set out to do something, and that is simplify the 3D printing adventures. And that is give out the same information as everyone else does, but do it in a way that is not too technical, it's easily understandable, and not scary. And that's what I want to do. I want to sort of do things in the easiest way possible and show that there is nothing to be scared about. It's okay to break your printer. It will happen, but there are ways to fix it. Yeah, I do actually. I really do, and I'm absolutely grateful for this community. I really, really am. For you guys, absolutely love you guys. Noob-oriented info, exactly. And that is why I've decided, because there was a big debate on Twitter, and that is, should I drop the noob out of my handle, a 3D Maker noob, and possibly change it? Because, fair enough, I print nice prints. Sometimes some prints are unbelievably good. Even I am amazed at how good they came out. But I don't believe it's because of me. I just believe it's because of the printer. I just found the right settings for the printer. And I sort of did a poll on whether I should drop the noob or not. And I've decided that I'm going to keep it. Because it's not... Noob is not because I don't understand anything about 3D printing, but it's the way I want to always look at 3D printing. Because I always want to have, and I always will have, this excitement and this kid-like behavior on 3D printers. They just absolutely blow me away. I mean, seeing this thing next to me, knowing that 3-4 months ago I never even looked at a 3D printer in front of me. I've never seen even a 3D printed part. So I want to keep that noob as a state of mind rather than as an experience. I want to be noob friendly in the channel. I want to help people get into 3D printing. Noob oriented info. YouTube is hating a lot of people tonight apparently, and it's really annoying. Hey Every Joe, didn't notice we're here. Appreciate it, Deacon. You can keep the noob, but you're fooling yourself. You don't realize it's you making the printers perform. How many hours have you invested in it by now? If I have to be honest, I think I spend at least 4 hours to 5 hours a day in this room. I wake up much earlier than I used to. I come in here, I have a coffee. I usually wake up at 6:15, leave home by 7 to go to work. I should be there at 8. It takes me about 20 minutes to get to work. Now I wake up at about 5:15, 5:30, come in here. I'll set up a couple of prints so when I go to work I have something printing. I will monitor them from work through a remote desktop connection I have on my mobile. I come home, spend some time with the family, we have dinner. I'll check the prints. Then I'll spend some more time with the family. When it comes for them time to go to bed, I'll stay up, come in here, spend another couple of hours, and it starts over again. Except Sundays. Sunday's family day. And nothing will ever get that. Yes, non-productive. Thank God for the day job. Actually, now my boss knows about this channel. Got a few compliments from him, so that's good. 3D printer necromancer. Actually, my wife loves what I do. And it's not exactly that she loves what I do. She loves that I enjoy what I do, and she loves seeing me happy, and she sees how excited I am, and she's happy for the success that this channel has had, and it blows me away. I have to be honest. I set out to gain 100 subscribers in the first 6 months of this channel. I am almost at 2,000 subscribers, and that's less than 4 months ago that I started this channel, and I'm blown away. I'm getting a lot of opportunities to grow this community, to help out in projects, to promote the makers of this community, people like Ryan, 3D Printed Aspie, who has amazing talent, and people like Ryan need to be exposed. People need to know what they're doing, and I'm all for it. I absolutely love what I do, and I love to have this opportunity to actually promote this hobby. Nita, I actually I printed a mount for the GoPro on the Prusa, and I did print a nut and bolt. Try ASA. It's probably one of the best filaments you can use for that. And ideally slightly large, possibly at least 1.2, 1.3 centimeter diameter on the screw. Finding time to tinker. Yes, finding the time. You have to make time for it. And it's not just 3D printing. It's everything that has relating to 3D printing. I mean, in my case, I do nothing else now but work, eat, spend some time with family, and YouTube channel. That is all I do now. That is absolutely all I do. I don't complain. I love it. I absolutely love it. I'm glad I got into it. I got to know so many people, made so many friends. Oh, I'm coming to San Francisco in May. Yes, I forgot to mention that. For those of you watching, I'm going to be at the Bay Area Maker Fair in May. I bought the tickets for the fair. Not for the flight just yet, but I will. So I'm going to be there. So please let me know if you're coming. I'm going to bring a bunch of stickers and maker coins. I'm going to give them out. And you get hugs from me. Not productive. So, I've been talking to you guys and I completely missed the print. Let's see how this is doing. This is, wow, okay. Hold on. So. I'm going to try to focus on this as best I can. Come on. Focus. There. This thing is printing really well. Really well that I can see. Really well. Sorry, I'm gobsmacked because I'm speechless. I'm seeing the layers on this thing and wow. I definitely will, Mike. Let me see. The last update I had was 10 minutes ago from YouTube saying that it's good health. Of the arches and layers when it's done. Non-productive, I definitely will post photos on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook. Ooh, Ryan, yes, Skeletor, man. Do Skeletor. Yes. From He-Man. Logical waste. I would personally suggest you get the Mark II. Get used to it. And I'll explain why. Because you will go from a direct extruder to a Bowden style extruder, and that changes a few things in terms of parameters. So get used to it as is in the Mark II, refine it, understand how it works and how it prints, so then you can see the differences in a Bowden extruder and you'll know instantly how to adjust those. And I can tell you that's how it worked with me with the Prusa and Deltas. Because while one is about and retraction settings have to be completely different. And it taught me a lot actually how each of those work. Original, Ryan. Original. Always original. Yes, Peter. Bay Area Maker Faire. This thing is looking insanely good. It's insanely good. I mean really good. No, the Benchy is printing with 20% infill. I never go over 20. I rarely go over 10% actually, but for this I usually do 20 because that's how I do the rest of my benches. Awesome, Peter. Please come find me. I'll be there on Saturday and Sunday. So, what's 42 hours, Mike? It's fine. Don't worry about it. I'll send you a mixtape to listen on the way. I need to take a photo of this Benchy. This thing is looking absolutely insane. I cannot wait for this Benchy to be ready. It's using the PLA that came with it. It's white PLA. Non-branded. Nothing at all. Actually, you know what? This should give you a bit of an idea. I don't know if you can see that. This should give you a bit of an idea of the beating this printer took coming here. That is insane. Buffering at one. Oh. Let me restart the stream. Let me just. You never know. Ooh. Anything new? Okay for 180p stream. What, Ryan? Never. How can, what? Original Robocop? No? Nothing? Nothing at all? No? Yeah, but I mean, but not the new one, the old one, the original one, man. That was like, back then, it was like, wow, you know? I actually would love to see a print, not of Robocop, of that robot in Robocop. The one with the two legs and the guns and the hands. That was awesome. Yeah, Ryan, you're gonna get death threats now for not liking Robocop, man. Firefly. ED209. Yes, that. ED209. That's a model I'd like to see. Or I'd like to print. I think Gumbody actually have, but I might actually take them up on their offer to test out a couple of their prints. You're no longer a certified geek, Ryan. You're gonna lose your tag, man. Careful. Firefly. I don't think I've seen Firefly yet. Firefly. Is that the really weird series? Like, I mean, really weird series where I think it was the first episode where they're in this sort of like thing where they wake up, listen to music, and stay jogging and everything. I don't know if that's the one. If it is, I have to say that I have no idea what happened in the episode. I switched it off halfway. I just couldn't get it. The name. Ryan gets mad. Is that the one I'm talking about? I'm gonna have to find out now. Firefly. No, it's not that one. No, it's not this series. I don't think I've ever seen Firefly, actually. Well, I should have stayed quiet. I'm going to cry. Where's the man hammer? So. Fuses. Remind me, guys, remind me to buy 5 amp fuses. Firefly is basically mandatory geek watching. I'm gonna have to watch it then. I just have to, right? Hey Maggie. From the PLA ABS 3D printers versus liquid resin 3D printers. I would, as soon as I get my first 3D resin printer. Hopefully I will get one, which will most likely be the Wanhao Duplicator 7. Although I can tell you right now from the get-go, and I don't have it yet, a resin 3D printer will be much better quality. Much better. Hands down, much better. However, it'll be much more expensive to run, and it'll take much longer to print, and you'll be very limited with space. This is Space Western stuff. How's this coming along? Oh my god, that is beautiful. I mean, in every possible way, that is absolutely glorious. Absolutely, absolutely. I have to stop saying absolutely. Let me see if I can zoom this a bit more. Monoprice SLA. It's the same as the Wanhao Duplicator 7. It's just a rebrand. They do have a pre-order option at the moment, and it costs like $399, so it's not bad. I'm trying to focus. There. Stop. There. Okay. That is looking insanely good. This is looking really good. I'll leave it there. There. The reason why it's moving, just so you guys know, it's not the printer itself, it's actually the table. And the reason for that is it's not a very sturdy table. It's kind of the Maltese equivalent of IKEA, and it's just very wobbly. So the torque, this thing actually has a lot of torque, and I can hear it that it has a lot of torque, and it's wobbling the table. And I had to make it move it a bit further out so it doesn't wobble this table and then the camera as well. I absolutely won't unprint. My Mini Factory Smite Kukul Khan. Okay, so I'm gonna look that up now. Right. Kukul Khan? Is Kukul Khan? Ooh. Ooh, this looks interesting. This Kukul Khan statue in the red PETG, yes. This would look nice. This would look really nice. I have to order some actually because I've run out. Actually, I will print this. But only once the Sigma arrives, so I can print it in dual extruder with PVA, make my life easier. No, never printed the Maltese Falcon. Ironically, we don't actually have Falcons in Malta.
We have, and Maltese Terriers aren't from Malta either. We just have sun. Lots of it here. We have a Maltese sun, definitely. We have our own sun here. Just, it's always there. Well, it depends, logical waste. It depends what you need it for. I still want to print more with ABS because the Benchy I printed with ABS came out almost flawless on the Micromake Delta, so I really want to print more with it. But I need an enclosure for it. The Falcon. The Falcon, did I print the Falcon? Yes, but that's not the Maltese Falcon. I did a Falcon that was on my mini factory, but it's not a Maltese Falcon. This Benchy is looking awesome, guys. Hey Maurice. I reopened the bottom of the printer, looked very hard around the power supply, and it did actually have a voltage adjustment switch. So it wasn't an automatic switching because it has a separate power supply. So it's not an automatic variable power supply, you actually have to change the switch. This thing is looking so good. So this is taking quite some time. This is actually really, really nice. I've been trying to find some decent transformer type robots. Yeah. Try on other side. Try my mini factory. There are so many sites you could use. All right. So, guys, I just need to have a very quick break. So what I'm going to do, just a quick short break. I'm just going to leave this here for now. And I'll be back in a minute.
Right. Did I miss anything? Any fights break out? Coffee break. No, no coffee, man. I've had enough Red Bull tonight. That, I'm telling you, I'm speechless. It is really printing well. And the thing is, the fan shroud is actually really close to the nozzle. It's sort of positioned perfectly next to the nozzle. It's positioned really well, so it has very effective cooling, which is why it's printing out perfectly. And the first thing I'm going to do tomorrow is I'm going to print Angus's torture test. Flying Burr P902 kit. I've never heard of it. I'm guessing it's sort of like a riprap style printer. Asperger's. Right. Come on. Print. So, it's saying it's at 45%, but I know what happens now. So, this is the part where it starts going fairly quickly. This is what I've noticed. This is the one thing that no one seems to have gotten yet in 3D printing, and that is the kind of percentage and estimated time. Because I've noticed that when they do percentage, it's so if a build is 10 centimeters high, if it's printing at the 5 centimeter level, it's 50%. And that is incorrect, because if you're printing a pyramid, 50% is not halfway up, it's further down. It feels like no one has gotten that right yet, and it's kind of annoying, because this has been printing for 45 minutes, and it says it's at 46.3%. It's going to take, I'm hoping, it's going to take less than 45 minutes to print the rest, as far as I'm aware. Joe, you must be doing something right when 39 people are sitting here watching a Beni print halfway across the world. It is true, because it's a Beni. The millions have been printed. I honestly speaking, I'm just being entertained by by the chat. At this point, you guys are entertaining yourself. I'm just sitting here watching. I'm actually being amazed by this benching. I do have. This is probably the most perfect Beni I've printed so far, and that was printed with the Vertigo Gray from Filamentum on the Tronxy. And I think this is going to come out much better than this. Hey, ever Joe. Wait, I just read 39 people are still watching. Bad. Why is the stream bad? Are you guys... Greek emergency down here slower. Me down. How's the stream going? It's telling me... Let's see, resolution. Let's do a 720 stream. Are you guys seeing me okay? It seems to be... It's showing me that it's bad quality, but it shouldn't be. Okay. And ironically, this is the first time it told me I had a bad stream. Okay. Awesome. Happy to hear that. Just because it's streaming totally smooth in the US now, I'm going to stick around till this Benchy finishes. There. And just so you guys know, it's 4 o'clock in the morning here. And I've been up since 5:30 this morning. So I'm almost at the 24-hour mark now. And I was hoping this stream wouldn't take more than 2 hours. India? Arvind, India? Seriously? For mechanical parts, this or the Trinus? I don't know. I really don't know. I will test it out. I know for a fact that the Trinus is very well built. Very, very well built. I love the modular design of it. And it's the kind of printer where it can grow into something much bigger. But we'll talk about that tomorrow. Will the bench complete before the sun arrives? Yes, it definitely will. You working today, Joe? No, I'm not. It's the weekend. I don't work during the weekend. What do you do for work? I am a head of payments and risk. I control the department of 50 people who process payments, look at risk and fraud, chargebacks. Yeah, I'm the boss. I like it. Thanks, Colin. Never give up. Or never leave a printer behind. No worries, Vince. Trust me, you just watched me messing up and blowing up a few fuses. This is looking really, really good. Very good, actually. This is turning out to be the cleanest bench I've ever printed. And I'm starting to see the price tag where it goes in. So, as in, just to give you an idea, I just threw in Simplify 3D, put in the size of it, put in a raft, used my usual speed settings and infill settings. I did not even retraction settings, it's the usual settings I use, and I threw it in there and it's printing flawlessly. Absolutely flawlessly, and I'm chuffed. I'm very well chuffed. The Trinus all Kickstarter backers are pretty much sent out, and it's pretty much no longer in pre-order now. It's just on order. Interested to learn about airbrushing. Have always wanted to try it. I actually have to bring. I have a couple of airbrushes downstairs in my garage, and I definitely need to bring them out again. Chris, Joe, I just went on AliExpress to purchase the Micro Delta for $314, as it was the last week. Got paid today, and now today they raised the price to 399 USD. Ouch. Try looking for more, because there are quite a few sellers on AliExpress that sell the Micromake Delta. So you might find it cheaper. I manage a team of developers working on fraud apps in telecom. I have a degree in criminal justice as well. Fraud is a fun field to be in. It is fun. It's always changing, always evolving, and it keeps you on your toes. Very stressful. I work with a very large online company. I can't say much more than that. But yeah, it's get very stressful, but it's awesome job. I've been doing it for 8 years now in this company. Vince, you won't be upset. Trust me, you won't be let down. Appreciate it on print. Thanks, Icicle. Well, greetings from Malta. So that Canada is like 6,000 miles away. Would you say Enervision prints are higher quality than the Mark II? So far, yes. But so far, there's many things different here. Core XY, much more precision. The lead screw on this is almost twice the size of each lead screw on the Prusa. Plus, it's very rigid. That the Prusa has. It's a different printer. So even though it's there, the price point, the Prusa beats it on the bed leveling and the build size. This possibly beats it on everything else, but I still have to test it out. Oh no, I'm not a banker. Definitely not a banker. I wouldn't work in a bank. Ooh. Nillabean is awesome. He really is awesome. Check him out. Yes, linear rails are pricey. They're quite pricey, but there's a reason they're pricey. They're very accurate. Yes, it's relatively small for the build volume. It's 160 by 160 by 160 millimeters. But it packs a hell of a punch for that build volume. Yes, it has lots of competition at a much lower price. I'm a glass half full kind of person. So yes, if I'm gonna have to be honest, I didn't pay for this printer. This is a review unit. I did pay for shipping taxes. It cost me about 200 euros in shipping taxes. Whether I would pay that much for this machine, I can tell you this. If I get to keep this machine, there's one specific thing I'm going to be using this for, because this is a very solid looking machine. And that is, I'm going to lug it around at schools to print and show kids about 3D printing. I don't think I'd do that with the Prusa, for example, because I don't think it would arrive in one piece whenever I need to travel with it. Seriously, ever, Joe? First Benchy? I think I've counted them today. I think I have about 16 or 17. I would have played Joe as a Chippendale. I certainly already imagined him dancing around in red leather tangas. Oh god. No. Oh no. No! It's fine, Ryan. It's fine. She probably would, Nita, actually. She really would. And then she would finish the sentence with, "But he's mine." Hey, Lucas. Lucas Borch. You need to answer this question for me. I asked you twice, you haven't replied. Are you Maltese? I guess you get the Maltese Suntex here because you get much better working, or sorry, much better weather. It doesn't necessarily mean things work better here, but this thing is looking so beautiful. It went up to 44 viewers, sorry. Awesome. Lucas, tell me, are you from Malta? Come on, I need to know if there's someone else that's Maltese here. Your surname is Maltese, so either way, that's it. You're Maltese to me, brother. Chris, you ever make it to the USA? I have been twice to the USA. I've been to Vegas and I've been to New York. And I'll also be at the Bay Area Maker Faire in May. Everything but power supplies, yeah, exactly. Maltese is someone who is born in Malta, like I am. I live in Malta, so I'm Maltese. Your surname, it's in Malta, it's Borch. It's B-O-R-G, and the G has a dot on it. That's a Maltese surname. So, Borg, we would spell Borch, or pronounce Borch, which is Maltese version. S6SW, no idea what that is, but awesome. This bench is looking good. Really good. Really good. Oh, I see a PLA booger on the side there. Makes me feel better that print isn't ceramic smooth. Makes my wallet feel better at least. That benchy. Wow. Yes. Let me have a closer look, sorry. Actually, here. Let me help you with that thought on the booger. There. How's your wallet doing now? By the way, non-productive, if you do buy this printer, make sure you use my link. Arvind, I would definitely agree. So far, from what I've seen, this is the best Benchy I've printed. And keep in mind, it's the first print I've done. I have yet to dial in the settings for this PLA. Even when it comes to temperatures, I just threw in temperatures. I have no idea. Ah, okay. It's looking really good. Here, let me give you guys a better view. Hold on. There. Let me see if I can hold this steady. Yes, I did, Deacon. I literally just threw a Benchy in Simplify 3D and I just sliced it as I normally would with other printers, so I still have no idea what the settings should be like on this printer. It's 0.2mm layer height. It is expensive, Deacon. But as I said, it's overbuilt. I mean, it is overbuilt in a very good way. See, now it's showing 72% all of a sudden. It's $849. Yep. That's the plan, Arvind. I'm gonna be very busy. It's looking really good though. I have to say it's looking really, really, really good. Milled white carriage blocks. Let me check. Yes, it does. Yes, it does, actually. Everything seems milled in this thing. Everything seems milled. It literally, it's just awesome looking. Even the heat bed. The heat bed is about, it's 10mm thick at least. Even the cable chains, they seem heavy duty. That Z-axis screw, Z-axis lead screw, looks like it came out of possibly a CNC milling machine of aluminum or something. Black jacket workers. No, Lucas, unfortunately does not have auto bed leveling. What I will check, however, if it has the option to add auto bed leveling, because I'm not sure about that. Yep, they are 12mm rods actually. You are correct. Good eye. Can't wait to see the bridging. Did you use the stock benchy size? I will raft one and print it on mine. Send me your settings and I will Twitter post mine. Yes, it's standard size. It's ready for the CNC mod. Yes, it probably is actually. No, you definitely don't need to worry about the heat warping on the bed. It's just thick. Actually, just wanted to feel it to make sure it's working. It is, because I haven't checked. 76%. Okay, it's time to see. Let me see if I can do this. Because it's soon time to see the bridging. Non-productive, I actually tend to agree. I'm still gonna hold my thoughts back just yet because I know nothing about the Sprinter, except for what I'm doing right now. So this is really a high level of initial thoughts. If it wasn't for the fact that I had the power supply issues, and the fact that it wasn't written on the manual that I should check that first and foremost, but strictly speaking, this was not intended to be supplied for EU, for Europe, only for America. So I can see why that was missed out to some extent. If it wasn't for that reason, it would have taken me no longer than 10 minutes to get it up and running and print in this quality. So that says a lot about this printer. No worries, Ryan. Thank you very, very much, man, for sticking around. I truly, truly appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. Agreed, non-productive. This should be done soon anyway. And it's 4:20 in the morning in Malta. Good night, Ryan. Thanks once again, buddy. So, Mike gets the band hammer now. I will, Ryan. Mike, you're Ryan's replacement. You've been promoted. Good morning. You know, yeah. Getting ready for work? Ouch. Let's see how it takes this one, though. This is the part that's a bit tricky. Okay. I take that back. First thing to search TV. Oh. Yes. There is a PDF roll. They have a huge list of printers and accessories that they're going to be releasing. They will be releasing sort of ANET style printers. I think they're going to be about $350. They also have the owner is traveling to Germany because they're also going to be doing industrial 3D printing, and we're talking about $100,000 machine. So they're definitely taking this very seriously. No, it's just exactly just no bed leveling. Yep, they always tend to curl a little bit because that overhang there is insane. It's almost 90 degrees before it actually starts connecting them, but it's how it puts them together. That's where it matters the most. And if you look at the back, that came really nice. I can see a slight bit of stringing along the print, but the stringing, that's me, not the printer. I need to figure out the settings for this PLA. I am from Malta, Lucas, so I'm pretty much 2.5 hours flight away from you. Mike, from the side I cannot see it. However, I'm going to show you something. I hope this shows. Unfortunately, it's not very clear. Cannot see it very well here. But wait, what happened here? I think I broke my camera. What happened? There we go. And that was printed with the Trunksy. And there you go. That was the bottom. Hey, Lucky 13. I just realized that it did the bridge and I didn't notice it. That was a flawless bridge. We have a winner here, ladies and gents. I didn't break anything. It's just allergic to me. Hey, Marcos. So, I've just noticed something. The trick with most of you guys is I have to start my streams at 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock in the morning. How's it going, man? It's been a very eventful night. %85%. Yep, agreed. Yeah, I will go to sleep soon. Hey, Matt. Yes, it does. It lives. That's because I have a degree in first aid and I just resuscitated it. No, Deacon. Curling, it can never be... At certain angles, you can't really expect too much out of a printer. Even if you have support, there's always going to be that space, so it might still curl. But it's just a matter of how the printer actually handles that curling. Matt, it did actually have a hidden 110 220 volt switch within the power supply, so I just switched that on. Ooh, this is interesting. Excuse me. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Joe reminds me of this friend I had back in the day. He was a tall, quirky nerd, and he had this magical ability that whenever he enters the room, networks would all of a sudden go down or something. You have an N2 Plus duplicate. I'm getting one. It's our shocking nature. That is a 60mm Zerod, Colin. I'd like one more printer. Famous last words. You'll never want one last printer. You'll always want one last printer. One that prints very accurate mechanical parts out of PLA or PETG. Will let me fabricate more without post-processing. Non-productive, it depends on the size that you need. I was just afraid that the curl is going to attach to the extruder and rip off the platform. There is more of a chance actually it completely cooling off and hitting a part of the extruder assembly that would knock it off the build plate. Like I had a problem with my marble games. You should build an Itopi 3D printer frame and put all your Trunksy parts in it. I actually might do that. The Trunksy will probably be cannibalized to do my Franken printer. I'm getting the American A8 and was wondering if you know any good mods for it. If it's an ANET A8 style, honestly speaking, no, because I still haven't gotten an ANET A8, but I should be getting one soon. But there are quite a lot of mods for it, to be honest. And if I do get the ANET A8, what I've decided to do is assemble it, obviously, during the live build. Obviously have another blackout. And I'm going to make sure that I will print every possible upgrade there is to the ANET A8, but I have to make sure that everything I print will be done with the ANET A8 itself. Circular fan ducts. I am not a big fan of circular fan ducts, and the reason being is that I feel that it loses more efficiency. For example, the Trunksy came with a very cheap straight out fan shroud, and I changed it to a semicircular one. The direct one that it came with was much better, so I put it back on. I feel that it just loses much more pressure, and when you have just one big hole in front of the nozzle, there's a lot of air going through it. Are you going to make a video for it? Yes, for the ANET A8, yes. If it comes, I'll do a live build, and then I'll do a full review as I usually do. This printer with the functions of the Prusa Mark II. It unfortunately just doesn't have auto bed leveling. That's pretty much the difference. You still stand behind that Micromake Delta? I want to get a cheap Delta that prints well. Deltas are sexy, man. Waiting for my 2. I still stand behind the Micromake Delta. However, and I stand behind it for the price and the build volume, and it works. It just works. However, I've been using the Micro Delta rework from Emotion Tech in France. Yes, it's a smaller build volume, but man, I'm getting the most amazing prints off of that. Alright, Marcos, see you. We're getting there. Almost ready. Exactly. Which is why I'm not a very big fan of them, to be honest. I think the most effective cooling has to be done from 2 opposite angles with 2 different fans. I think that is the most effective way. And, ironically, the Micro Delta rework, the Delta, actually does have two 30mm fans in opposite directions, and I think that's why it's just perfect cooling. What's the price on the rework? Worth the difference in price? It is 399 euros, so it's more expensive than the Micromake Delta, but it is much more solid. It's definitely much more safe, much more compact, better customer support so far, and I've only had this for a week. It is going to be upgradable to a dual extruder. The downsides of it is that hold on, there's something. Yes, the heat bed doesn't come standard with it. It's an additional 40 euro. Worth the spend. So, this is printing nice for it. Yes, it is. And it's almost ready. So I know it's not going to be perfect, but close. Manual calibration, yes, but it does come with auto bed leveling. What is a good front head for the MP Select V2 then? For the MP Select V2, I'd say the best one, it's still, if you get a radial fan with the D cooler, you're probably the best one there is for it, at least. But it has to be a radial fan. Almost ready now? Yes, it is. Hey, Froze. How's it going? That was a very dramatic pause. Oh, yes. Because that is a really awesome little printer. Hands down, I've had it for only a week. I hands down absolutely love that printer. From start to finish. I don't care how big the volume is or how small, or I love it. I've been producing the most amazing prints with it. Come on. Okay. The only reason why it didn't stop, it didn't lower the bed and everything, is because I use Simplify 3D and I haven't adjusted the end code yet. So, shall we? Well, that was easy. So, let's see. Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on. Let's reset these. Okay. We'll do the autofocus. We'll do a bit of zooming. Okay, and okay. So, this thing, hold on, let's start with their, ooh. That raft is coming off nicely. This is just the top layer, which I like to take off with a blade, it just makes life easier. So I still need to adjust. I still need to adjust the first layer of the raft, or the separation layer of the rafts, and also the first layer after the raft. Hold on, because it's focusing on that rather than this. But not bad. It's not great at the bottom, but that can be wow. Okay, so who asked for the 3D benchy? Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can do this. No, it's too bright. This is This is really good. I'm gonna see if I can try. Can you guys see it? Hold on. Let me enlarge this. It's probably much better. It'll make your life much easier. I don't know if you guys can see it. No, you definitely can't. However, that is absolutely perfect bridging. I mean, absolutely perfect bridging. Literally perfect. Thanks, Deacon. Appreciate it. Overhangs. I really cannot complain. Just a slight bit of stringing. The chimney. Actually, let me see if I can adjust maybe. Give me a second, guys. No ringing whatsoever. The little thingy here at the end is actually absolutely perfect. And last but not least, the chimney needs a bit of settings. Come on, you can do it. Come on, little camera. Right. Oh, you had it. You almost had it. This is absolutely great. I'm very, very happy with this. Oh. That, I don't know if you can see it. The front is absolutely amazing. There's no ringing whatsoever around the portholes. Actually, there is just a little bit, maybe around 2, but that's it. Crashed the boat. This is gorgeous. I will post a couple of pictures now on Twitter once I finish the stream. I will tweak this. I definitely just need to adjust some retraction settings. Maybe go to a lower layer height. Slow it down just a little bit. Just a little bit. Everything is clean. I'm in love. Yes, Sunprint. That is it. It's time for me to go to sleep. I'm happy with this, and thanks, Nita. Thanks for sticking around. Thank you guys, thank you all of you guys for sticking around. I appreciate that it wasn't easy to be here for 5 hours. Didn't have to take that long. Sorry, I'm a noob. Things happen. But thank you so much for sticking around. I truly appreciate the support. I absolutely enjoyed talking to you guys. Thank you very much, Nita. Have a good night. And I want to wish you all a very good night, a happy weekend. Do not forget, I'll be back in about 18 hours
to build a Trinus. So I need to go sleep, get some rest, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy making, guys.